Welcome back to M Squared Golf. So today Matt and I ventured out to the north end of town for this episode, which is about 35 minutes outside of Western Sydney. And usually you would have really nice views, but considering it was raining all day, and I think from memory it was 14 degrees Celsius, we didn't get to see a really nice landscape that this course sits on. But today Matt and I are competing head to head in stroke play across 6 holes. So let us know who you think's going to win. Something I found that was really hard about playing here was there would be these really big gust of winds, and I'm not saying that as an excuse of why I was slicing a lot, but it did for some shots play into account, and even instances where the ball would get held up. Nice, chunky. This shot here from Matt was a hard angle to capture the shot, but really clean shot and connection there. So I stepped up to this shot here with just a clear intention to get a nice bump and run, and I thought I had the right connection, and I'm finding now with my short game that I tend to be under hitting a lot because I've got a fear of hitting it over the other end of the green. But look, it's something I'm working on and trying to get into the habit of putting the right power behind those shots. Classic bird trying to steal our balls again. So on this hole, first hole, we both finished on a double bogey. The greens were really slow and really hard to read, I would say. I don't know if it's because they weren't rolled in the morning or what the situation was. Probably because it was wet as well. This hole here, hole 2, par 3, this hole wigged me out. Anytime I see water in front of a tee box, I just automatically cringe. For me, this was a win. Just to be able to get over that water and have a ball that was in play, although the ball flight wasn't what I desired. Just to be able to get across that was really, again, an accomplishment for me. Bit of a thin hit there, but still on the green, still got an opportunity for par. And that's exactly what I was trying to do on the last hole. Really happy with that shot. The right power on that shot, I think just a bit of a different line for what he was seeing there. So after that, really happy I got the par. Matt got a bogey. And something I'm really trying to focus on now while playing golf is really just trying to not forget, but take the learnings from the last hole and move it forward, irrespective of how good or bad I was hitting, and just really trying to get my head out of it and then just trying to move forward. And it's a really hard part because I tend to find later on in the game that really needs to play a feature. And hole 3, par 3, I hit this one a little chunky and I could have gone a club down as well, but luckily in this situation we had a really big green, so I did land on the green, which felt good.
You got past?
It rolled past, just to the right, still on the green though.
Matt just cleaning up here.
Stay. Yeah, that's fine. Nice.
Like I said, big greens, but we both landed on the green here, so really happy with that. My goal here was just to get it close to the pin, as close as possible, and trying to make my misses better, if that makes sense. Quite disappointed I missed that putt there. So close, but it broke out that tiny last minute, so I got the bogey on that hole.
What a guy. He's giving me the gimme.
Matt hit par. Hole 4, par 4, 261 meters. This is a perfect example of how the wind holds up the ball. You'll see from Matt's shot, he hits it quite cleanly and it just doesn't get the legs that it needs to. You can see Matt looking back at shock. And this shot for me, I was going to go driver, but just see Matt's shot and the way it got held up and the fact that I'm not really hitting my driver that well. I just chose to go with my 4, and shout outs to this guy here, just talking on the phone, in the rain, in the wind, looking for some loose balls that he can pick up. Man, so this one here bounced off the cart path into the bushes, and I thought I was going to have to take a provisional, but I bit the bull. I was like, I'm not hitting again. I'm just going to take it from wherever I find it. So here's Matt for his second shot. Just really good, really good shot considering how higher the ball was compared to his feet. So this is the area my ball bounced across. So it bounced on the car path that we're driving on, and it bounced close behind that big dark green bush around that side there. But yeah, that was a fun shot. You'll see here. And this is something where I can relay back to what I was saying earlier, where I'm trying to make my misses better. So considering how big the greens were, I should have just aimed for the middle of the green rather than where the pin is, because I just aimed a little too far right, where it bounced on the green but rolled off the green. So look, a good learning, and again, just trying to make my misses better. Really nice chip shot there from Matt. I thought it was good, and then again, these greens were really deceiving because from far away you don't really see how big the greens are, and he did get on the green, but you can see how far away it is too. So this one here, you can see Matt standing there in shock. If you watch the Fox Hill episode, you'll see something similar that happened here. It actually went in, but because the flag stick was in, it hit the hole, rolled around the flagpole, and popped back out. So I let him have that one, otherwise he would have spat the dummy. Jokes. It was valid. It was valid for him to get that bogey. And this hole here was super fun, hole 5. It's daunting because it's all downhill, so you have to go down a few clubs, and you don't want to hit it too far because there's a massive hill at the back, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Fun par 3, and you don't want to hit it too short because there's a bunch of winding cart paths down there too. And Matt hit that one cleanly, and you'll see shortly he just got that short of the green. And I just thinned this one bad. But yeah, something I'm trying to focus on now is just my mental game as part of the game. Really important for me to think about what I can take from the last shot and last hole and implement that in the next hole. But as well, Thanks for tuning in again, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're liking the content, if you have any feedback, let us know. And please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. All right, this is what I mean about these greens, man. So that hill is a killer. I couldn't see the pin at all. And so I just pulled out my 60, and my goal here was just to get up and over a clean flop shot and just try and land on the green, considering I didn't really have a depth perception as to where the flag was. So I was really happy with this shot, just to be able to land back on the green. And really good use of the green there from Matt, just being able to time it where it bounced at the start of the green and rolled up until right near the hole, actually. So really good shot from Matt.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Luckily, it was sitting on top of the grass, so I was able to get under it easier.
We're not playing stymies, so we'll just replace where the ball was.
And Matt finishes on bogey for this hole. Just a little bit. If he aimed one cup over, that would have been in.
Alright, we're out here, hole number 6, playing about 120, 29, 130. What are you going with here, Martin?
I would normally go with my 8, but because we're uphill, I'm going to go with the 7. Nice and smooth, off the tee, a little bit elevated. Considering it's range 2,
Ace cam is live too.
always live.
Just a bit short.
Yeah.
We got Martin's second shot here. It's about 20 from the pin, bit of elevated lie. What are you going with?
I'm going with the sand.
Yeah, I think
Pop it.
that's a good play. You get it up there.
Yeah. Pop it up. Let it sit.
We're dancing. Tough lie.
Tough life.
And again, this was the first time we played, so we didn't really know how the greens ran, and we didn't really get a good read of the greens, considering it was our first time playing. You can see how windy it is here. The flag stick's about to pop out. The camera's fallen over.
It was not a eagle dropping camera drop.
So triple bogeys are never fun, but look, I think, yeah, triple bogeys are never fun, but you got to laugh it off. And Matt just cleaned it for the par, so really good result for him. Thanks so much for sticking with us, guys. It means so much. As you can see here, Matt wins our head-to-head match where we went across 6 holes for stroke play. He hit 24, I hit 29. Pause if you want to see the scorecard. You'll see that there's a few pars and a few bogeys on there. Matt with 2 pars, myself with 1, and Matt for 3 bogeys and myself for 1. But look, considering we'd never played this course before, I do think that's a decent result, and I'm looking forward to coming back here when the weather clears up a bit more, and I can see if I can beat this score. Stay tuned in for the next episode, guys. Cheers.